Hi, I'm Will Tier, and you're watching some director's commentary for one night only. It is Friday, September 19th. It is 9:53 p.m. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. I'm in my bedroom, trying to use my blanket as like a sound booth, and this is the movie. This is it. This is a reshot thing that we did, or actually a fully new scene that we wrote because we shot it kind of chronologically in our first day. Just didn't look good. So we had to come and do a new opening scene, and this is it. At first, it was like a walk and talk thing with Teddy and Kalala, but nope, couldn't do that. So yeah, we had to do this instead, which is fine. But and this scene right here is the only salvageable thing from that day. You can see kind of a little handheld thing because I wanted to do like a sweeping Guillermo del Toro, like very smooth camera where everything's all in one shot. Like it's all Spielberg wonders, but it didn't look good at all. And the first day this is the only thing we could salvage. But yeah, so a big part of this movie is also that I wanted to think of student art as not as a caveat or a category, but I want to think of it as a genre. Just because I feel like we've all seen student work. This is a very student work coded thing where you watch it and you're like, yeah, it's a little rough around the edges and a little tough, and a student made this, it's whatever. But I didn't want an it's whatever. I really wanted someone to be like, oh, this is so like its entire message and what it's about wears it so on its sleeve to the point where I wanted the student film part of it to be part of the conversation with the quality. Not that it's, it's whatever, it's a student film, like, it can be bad, but, like, I want it to be good because it's a student film, but because it was on the nose. Lauren Sweeney absolutely popped out for the shot. The smooth dolly, the audience being bigger than Logan, because that's where his anxieties lie. I love you so much, Lauren. Then also for that scene specifically, after he says shit, there's supposed to be a sign that drops down from the ceiling and a spotlight on him. And it's going to be a literal title drop because I wanted it diegetic and in camera, and I wanted signs, and there would be no like digital text, like it's all in camera, like it's theater. It didn't look good, so that was on me. Susanna Moore made a lovely sign, and it just didn't work out in camera, so we scrapped it and just went on to the next scene.
Just this one time, I just want them to just like it.
People ask if Logan is supposed to be me, and the answer is yes, but I think my anxieties are Diana's. Like, I do think like my brain is kind of in half. It's a 75-25 Logan to Diana ratio, but with Diana, that line of like, God, I just want someone to just like something that I do, because that's a huge issue, because I want to make things that people enjoy and that they can take with them outside. Like, when the movie's over, I want them to be able to take my work with them. The way that I've been treated so well by my favorite poems and books and plays and movies and shows and all that, and sculptures and all art in general, where I can deeper contextualize my own life, because I'm like, oh, well, I remember when this artist made that, and that's how I'm feeling. That's an interpretation of how I'm feeling. I feel seen, or like I'm not alone. And I was really hoping to do this with all of my work, but it just doesn't work. Like, I don't like any of my other stuff. This is the thing I'm most proud of. This is the thing where it's like, oh, wait, like, I think people can feel this maybe. And I have notes. I don't think this movie's perfect. There's some days where I think this movie is really bad. But it's definitely the thing I'm most proud of. And it's definitely the thing that I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Like, maybe I can do this for the rest of my life. Like, maybe I can. Like, maybe that opportunity's out there. And I really hope so. Like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, and I want to get better at it. And this is not good enough for me. But for now, for my skill level right now, it's the best that I can do. And it's a rare feat for me. I'm a pretty lazy person. So it's nice to have something like, oh, wow, I did my best here. Because that's rare. For me, very rare. Also, this story about puppet shows is something that I did with my little sister, Olivia. We made puppet shows in our hallway. I was definitely, like, really annoying. We were probably, like, maybe 8 and 6, something like that. And I was just like, hey, That's not how you do it. You got to do it this way, this way, this way. And it's definitely my earliest time directing. So I feel bad for that poor girl. Shout out Olivia for dealing with me and putting on puppet shows in our hallway with blankets as curtains, as Diana says.
You guys get over it. You always do.
This is also a reshot scene with my dear friend Autumn Hirsch. There she is. I'm glad she got more screen time. Initially, it was just going to be the play. I think she had one scene later that we cut, but it was just going to be the play. And then with reshoots, we brought her in for the scene too, because we needed a transition scene because of some stuff that we cut, and there wasn't a transition in between the scene with Charlie and Diana in the workshop to the texting scene. Which, if you go on my Instagram, we do have physical text. We were going to do the signs. It's another thing that didn't work out. And I was really upset about it, but Matt Kashavarov, our lovely camera operator / first AC, was like, hey, just get the shot. Do a dolly, put a spotlight, we'll do it digitally, it's fine. And I was really against it, but he was so right. I think that's, we just needed something. And I'm glad we did that for some emotional context for Diana. And also that sound effect right there, that is bacon sizzling. If you go back, it really sounds like bacon sizzling. I remember me and Luca Dorenzo, our editor / sound guy / special effects guy, were like, let's make it louder. And then, we're just laughing, and I go Luca, please make it louder. It's so funny. And then I think it works, but you really can hear bacon sizzling. But that's kind of the point. It's kind of funny.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't think I'm built for it.
It's all you talk about.
It's all of me. It's every part. This is our last show. We graduate after this. At least here, I can make something dumb and terrible. Go to sleep at night and do it all again, but out there, it's different. In here, quality is a luxury. And out there, it's the bare minimum, and I don't think that I can live up to that.
That line specifically is the one that I've gotten the most compliments about, and that means a lot to me. That's really nice. That's the thesis of the movie. So it's in between that line, the bookends on the models, and Jesse flying in a few minutes are the biggest compliments that I've gotten, and that it really means a lot. Especially when it's not oh, that's nice. I kind of want someone to tell me it's really bad, I want notes, but it's really nice when someone has a specific compliment about a certain thing that resonated with them. That's why I want to do this. So it really means a lot. It's also just I feel that, so it's nice that someone's oh, I feel that too. And I'm oh, good, because that's my whole animating principle of what's going on in my life right now, which is oh God, can I do this? Is this a thing that I can do for the rest of my life, or am I bad at it? And should I just quit now while I have the time? That fade to black is a cut 4 minutes. It's a whole 4 minute where we have 2 minutes of the play and 2 minutes of them getting their shit together, and it's all with the crew and they're making the play. But for this part specifically, it just didn't look good. So I told Luca, I think we gotta cut it. And Luca was so excited because he was oh my God, the movie's so much better. And he's right, but I was just so, oh my God, think if we cut 2 whole days of work. And he's yeah, but the movie's better. And he's right. The movie is better. I think the play's bad. I like how this looks. I think that in the universe of the movie, the play's bad, and that doesn't matter. I think it's very rote and ooh, it's a death dream, and there's, ooh, look, their hands are curling up, and she goes into the bed, and there's an angel. It just feels so awkward college, that face right there. I think Logan feels it too. That was something that was kind of, I don't think I telegraphed it enough in the movie. I think that's my fault, and I don't think it works. I don't think the audience catches that the play is bad, but I think the play is. But I don't think that matters, because the whole point is that they did something together. The whole point is that, Charlie and Diana and Logan and the rest of the crew, they made something, and that's it. That's all that matters, that they got to make something together. It doesn't matter whether it's good or it's bad, but they did it together with love, and that's all. That's all you need. Jessie doesn't actually fly in this. She was standing on a table, and that was a comp shot that Luca did where he layered he drew out the table, made her legs float in the air, and then comped it on with a curtain. And I think it looks great. And then for everyone looking up, it's just her standing up in the camera. And then I had a tennis ball for everyone to look at in the audience. So we just cut it together to cheat it. To as a little I believe that's what they called Hollywood magic. Instead, this is Hampton, Connecticut magic. You know, because we're not in Hollywood and far from it. But you know, shout out Hampton, Connecticut. But we shot this kind of chronologically, and because of that, I think the movie looks better as it goes on. Like, I think these shots actually look good. Like, they kind of rock. Like that curtain earlier with Galala, they look nice.
You and me.
I remember this happening, and me and Luca were screening it. This is after we did the reshoots. We were down to the wire. It's the night before the showcase. It just wasn't working, and then we retooled some things. We play it. We sit in the back of the audience. We watch it, and we just start yelling right here. Where we're like, "Oh my god, we did it! Like, we made the movie. Like, it's working." You know, I have my notes. I have my thoughts. I have my gripes, but I'm really happy that I think it works. It's definitely way too long for a short. It's way too long. But it works. You know? And then for this part where everyone's taking pieces, not only is it a reference to Kalala's story earlier, but everyone taking pieces is a member of the original 7 of the crew. Because for Quinnipiac, they're like, teams of 7, make a movie, come back to us in a year. And everyone I wanted, like, as a literalization of the thesis of the movie, is that everyone gets to take a piece home with them. I thought that was kind of nice and kind of cute. So yeah, that's every member of the crew taking a piece home with them, like, very literally, except for me in the end when I don't, which you can interpret in your own way. I'm not even going to tell you. I have my own interpretation, but you know, why doesn't the writer director take a piece too? I don't know. It's dumb. Don't worry about it. But yeah, but that's the movie. All right, thank you so much. I hope you learned something. I don't know. Just listen to me yap for a little bit, so I appreciate it. Yeah, cool, awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And have a good night or day or week or weekend, wherever you are. All right, thank you so much.